Good morning, everybody. This is Tonetta, relationship coach here at Speak Your Truth, and your bedroom candy representative or consultant, number 15944. So when you go to the bedroom candies page and ask you, are you working with a consultant, press yes, and then put in 15944. So I want to welcome you all to this video this morning. This is continuing on about our date nights. This video is actually combining two of the things. One of the things is talking about some of the reasons why couples say they cannot do the date nights. I put it that way. And as I've said before, that date nights are a necessity. They are not an option of anybody's relationship, especially if you're looking to make, to make your relationship grow, to flourish, of course, increase you all's connection and your bond. You have to have date nights. And then number two, talking about some of the date night rules, some of the non-negotiables when you all are planning your date nights. So let me go ahead and get into it, y'all. So I have 5 reasons why some couples say they cannot do date nights. And like I said, they're a necessity, y'all. Number 1, it says the cost. No funds in doing a date night. The cost of a date night, you don't have to go spend money to go to a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, or to go, on a trip to the Bahamas or wherever you're trying to go to. You can do date nights at home very simply and easily. Like I'll put down in the comments, in the comments of this video, the date nights that I have, the date night coupons, that's nothing that you really have to go buy unless for some reason you're doing the one for, cooking to get her, and that's cooking together, that kind of thing, and you don't have enough food at home to make the meal. Other than that, like I said, everything else you would have at home, there's nothing that you would have to do except for use your imagination and use your creativity in making these date nights happen. And like I said, I'll definitely put that link down in the comments of this video. But like I said, you don't have to have any money and all this extravagant funds and $100 a week or $200 a week for your date night. You don't have to do that at all. Use what you have at home and be creative. If you have to ask your family members if they have some extra pasta or whatever it is you want to make, or some extra lotion or whatever it is, make sure that you're asking people, if you can ask other people, if they have any of the missing ingredients that you need for your date night. Just ask and let them know what it's for. Like I said, you definitely don't have to spend a lot of money at all, or actually no money, doing your date nights. Of course, there's going to be gas involved if you're trying to drive somewhere, that kind of thing. But if you're looking to drive to the park and walk in the park, that can be a date night. That's still a date night, as long as it's safe where you all are. We're walking at night and that kind of thing. And it can be a date day, I guess I put it that way, for lunch as well. It does not have to be at nighttime. So if you all love to hike, or you all love to walk in the park, or you all love to go swimming, or whatever it is, those things usually are no cost. Just make sure that you all think about those things. Like I said, you don't have to pay for all these high-priced, high-ticket date nights at all. The number 2, saying that you all are too tired. I understand that, of course, everybody works. I work. My partner works too, full-time, all those kind of things. I'm running the business and that kind of thing as well. And like I said, I know sometimes you are going to get tired, of course, and cannot do the date night, or make all. To me, it is an excuse, I guess I put it that way, because you always have to make time for your partner. You're making time for your kids, and you're making time for your family. You're making time for your business and your career. There's no reason why you cannot make the time for your date night. Like I said, if there's something that you need to cut back on finding a babysitter to, of course, work with your kids when you come home, or finding someone, if you all are both working full time, to clean your house once a week, that kind of thing, so you all wouldn't have to be cleaning every day, all this kind of stuff going on, then hire somebody to do those things for you so that you all can have your time to spend together. So let's keep that in mind, y'all. Who will do the planning? Number 3. It doesn't matter who does the planning. It could be either partner, I put it that way. Whoever does the planning, whoever loves to plan the date nights, and whoever loves to coordinate and all these kind of things. If that's you, then go ahead and plan it. Of course, always ask your partner whether they think this particular activity is okay, whether they want to participate, that kind of thing as well. But always include them in that mix. Don't just plan stuff and don't ask your partner, just make it seem like a surprise. Make sure that you're planning these date nights with your partner so that you both can be doing something that, of course, is going to float your boat and something that you're going to like. So like I said, it doesn't matter who does the planning as long as somebody does it. Number 4. Okay, I have number 4, avoiding time alone together. Of course, that is definitely a reason why some people cannot do date nights. They don't want to be around each other. Like I said before in the previous video, sometimes couples, of course, are at a point where they have had all these experiences, all these things happen, and they, of course, don't like each other, and don't even want to be around each other. Of course, I know that. Of course, that can be a reason why you don't want to do your date nights. But keep in mind, if you two have already talked about, my hair keep falling. on. Talked about, of course, staying together, making it work, and that kind of thing. You have no choice, especially if it's what you're wanting to do as well, but to, of course, plan these date nights and try to reconnect with your partner. And if you all want, I know I suggested it before, because I have the 20 questions for couples that, of course, help you all talk about some different things that you can focus on, that you can focus your communication on. But I know sometimes you do have to talk about issues. Sometimes that does have to come up, especially if you're in an argument with your partner or things are going on and you don't even like your partner that day or whatever it is. You have to address the elephant in the room. So you definitely have to do that as well. And like I said, I'll include one link down below that's going to include all these all the 20 questions, couples, my date nights, all that kind of stuff. You'll see that in the link down below, so just keep that in mind, just in case you're worried about where it's going to be, that kind of thing. You'll definitely see it in the comments down below. But like I said, avoiding time together, you can avoid time together all you want, but just keep in mind that avoiding time together with your partner will at some point be the demise of your relationship. So you definitely have to keep that in mind. And I know I just talked about cost of date nights and tired and all these kind of things. And the last one, number 5, is talking about no child care. Of course, there are a lot of you all that may have kids and that kind of thing, that may say you don't have any child care, you don't have anybody to depend on. There's all kind of websites, all kind of people that you can hire to, of course, come in to watch your children or watch your child. Of course, the first thing I would recommend, of course, is family, friends, co-workers. If you have co-workers that you're kind of, talking to, communicating with, to see if they, of course, want to make some extra money, that kind of thing. Excuse me, that can be an option as well. But if you just don't have anybody in the whole world and nobody to, of course, babysit your children, next door neighbor, anybody down the street, that kind of thing that you may know. Like I said, definitely there's always babysitting places like care.com that you can, of course, rent someone to or hire someone to, of course, come in and watch your children. They do the background checks, all that kind of stuff for you. But like I said, not having a child, I guess a babysitter should not be an excuse as to why you cannot have your date night. And if that's the excuse that you're making, usually that's the main thing you're talking about is the child care. But usually there's something underlying that you all are not wanting to face and not wanting to, of course, look face to face on. I guess I put it that way. There's always an underlying reason for that. So let's keep that in mind, because you can find child care if you wanted to, trust me, especially if your relationship is important to you. So I want to make sure that I went over those reasons why couples, what I've heard, what they've talked about, why they cannot do a date night. So the next section is talking about the date night rules and the non-negotiables. I would say that number 1, just like I just said, number 1, make your date nights non-negotiable. It doesn't matter if anything comes up in your family, unless somebody's dying or something along those lines. Other than that, there's no reason why you cannot have your date night. Of course, if the babysitter falls through, I understand that sometimes may happen. But outside of that, whatever's going on with your job, business, family, whatever's going on, they'll be all right till you get back tomorrow, trust me. But just make sure that you all have your time together and make sure that this is a non-negotiable time, so you're not negotiating with your family, oh, I'll cut my date night short and I'll be over there in an hour. Don't do that. Make sure that your relationship is your priority, and make sure that you focus on the date night when you're there as well. And like I said, definitely don't just allow people to, I guess, folks to call you and tell you that this is going on. Can you come over here? Can you get this? No, you're doing your date night, and that's what your night's focus on, and leave you alone until whenever it's over with, to call you after 10 or whatever it is. Number 2, talking about issues is off the limits. I know I did just say that about talking about issues during your date night, especially if something's going on. Usually during the date night, like I said, the talking about stuff outside of the issues and the challenges that you're having, that's always fine. And like I said, I'll include that link to my 20 questions for couples to help you focus and redirect your communication. But like I just said, if there's any issues that's going on that's keeping you all from, of course, communicating, that you all are not liking each other at that point, that something has happened that you all need to discuss, I know it's a date night, but make sure that you take that pink elephant out the room and go ahead and discuss those things. Don't just hold off and wait and all that kind of stuff, and things are brewing, you all are upset and all this kind of stuff going on. Make sure that you're talking about the date night when you all, I guess, if it's a date night coming up, to make sure that you go ahead and clear all those things, talk about whatever issues that there were, so you all can enjoy yourselves afterwards. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, definitely don't let an issue keep you all from, of course, communicating and talking about it at your date night. I know I said it before, but like I said, if there's something like that going on, address that pink elephant in the room so that you all can move forward, regardless as to if there's a date night or not. So make sure that you keep that in mind. I just talked about planning. The next one is taking turns planning. I just talked about that, so I'm not going to reiterate that. But just keep in mind that whoever does the planning, you all can take turns. You all can, of course, work together to get this date night going. If you're the planner and the coordinator, keep in mind, like I said, to definitely include your partner in the planning process of the date night. Number 4, no excuses. Regardless of what happened, do not change your date night plans. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, I just talked about that in the first one, making sure that this is non-negotiable. Like I said, regardless of what happens, no excuses, what's going on, that kind of thing. Keep your date night on your calendar. Don't keep changing it, because at some point you're going to keep changing it and forget to put it on the calendar. So like I said, make sure that you keep your date night at a set day of the week, every Friday night at 7, or every Saturday, every Monday, or whatever day you want to make it on. But don't keep changing it. We'll do it Tuesday because this came up. Keep it on the night that you all have. Whatever comes up, like I said, is non-negotiable. Let that thing know that you have your date night and you have to take care of it afterwards if you're able to. And then the last rule that I have on here is, of course, to have fun. Of course, the date nights, of course, is for you and your couple, you and your partner, to, of course, have fun, to go out, whether you're going out somewhere, you're going to the park, you're going hiking, you're at home cooking dinner with her or with him, that kind of thing. Whatever you're doing, make sure that you have fun in doing whatever you're doing. Yes, it's going to take your imagination, your creativity as well, but make sure that it's something fun that you all want to do together. Like I said, don't do anything boring and dry, like learning how to make boiled water or something that's crazy. Make sure that it's something that you all can, of course, do, even though, I will say this, even though at times you may, your partner may plan something that you may not be, of course, that you may not like or that you may not want to do, but keep in mind that there's going to be times when your partner's not going to do what you like either. Still love it and still have fun. Just show your partner that you support them, whether it's going to archery classes, you all want it, when he or she wants to do archery, go shoot bows and arrows, that kind of thing, and you don't like that at all. But like I said, definitely make sure that you keep a good spirit and not be negative about it. Oh, this is your date night, I don't care about it, that kind of thing. Because like I said, that really is going to rub off on your partner the wrong way, and let them know that you don't support them through this particular date night or having fun with them, and that you can't have fun with them. Like I said, definitely keep in mind that there's going to be some things that you're not going to want to do, but still, like I said, keep good spirits and still have fun with it. So that's the end of this video. Just to let you know, I just want to make sure that I kind of reiterate those things. There was 5 reasons why couples say they cannot do a date night. And then there's 5 rules that you, of course, have to keep. Those non-negotiable things when you are planning your date nights. So like I said, make sure that you're keeping those in mind. Making sure that you're keeping them like in the back of your head. Writing them down if you need to. And again, I will put the link down in the comments of this video where you can access the actual courses, and I guess the Unpacking the Baggage couples course that I have. The date nights, of course, this is about date nights, so I have 13 pre-made date nights for you all, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. All these date nights, of course, they're not going to take much money, if any money at all. They're already pre-planned for you. You know what the theme is. You know what's going on. All you have to do is set the time and the date and let your partner know what's going on, and bring your creativity and your imagination. And those are actually $10 for the whole set. So like I said, that will be in the link in this particular, the actual button will be in the link as well, just to keep in mind. But like I said, definitely there's a lot of things that's on there. My bedroom candy store is, of course, linked on here as well, on the site that I'm going to give you all, so you all can find out what's going on, find out more about me and that kind of thing as well, and what all the offerings that I have. But like I said, this is specifically talking about the date nights, and that tab is on there as well. And I will put down below, and actually it's on there as well. It's talking about the 20 questions for couples. That's included in this link too. But also, when I talked to you all about, I think that was the other day on the other date night video, talking about a date night that I was going to, of course, give you all for free, that kind of thing. It's already created. I created that yesterday, so it's called Dungeons and Dragons. So this is more of a risque type, type date night, but it's, of course, free. There is a link in there as well for that particular date night, so that you all can, of course, do that and enjoy. You won't really need to spend much unless you need, well, I guess you have to look at it. So I won't tell you all the ins and outs of it, but definitely check it out. And like I said, that one is definitely free, just in case you all do want to use that one for Valentine's Day. So definitely go ahead and check that out. And actually, I'll just include that separate link down below in the comments, and I'll include the link for everything else, so that you all can, of course, check that out, because I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and you and your honey may want to go ahead and do that and have a sexy date night, actually. So like I said, definitely check that out, and definitely go ahead. All you gotta do is put your email address in, and it'll go ahead and send that to you in another email, so that you can actually have a download. Go ahead and keep it for your future future reference as well, whenever you all want to use it and that kind of thing. So hopefully it'll be for Valentine's Day, but if not, that's okay. You can use it any time of the year, so keep that in mind. So with that, I want to say thank you all again for tuning into this video. This is Tonetta, your relationship coach at Speak Your Truth and your bedroom candy consultant. I want to say thank you all, and definitely have a great Valentine's Day weekend. Like I said, definitely take advantage of the date night coupons that I have for you all down below. I'm sure you all will love those and can definitely incorporate those into your Valentine's Day, one of your days, I guess, either or both days, for this whole weekend to enjoy with your partner. So definitely y'all take care and enjoy. Bye-bye, y'all.